Imagine a predator the size of a mountain, moving with the haunting silence of a falling snowflake. The polar bear is a master of the great vanishing. His white coat isn't just camouflage. It is a cloak of invisibility woven from the blinding glare of the sun on ice. He understands the geometry of the frozen sea better than any map, knowing exactly where the ice is thin and where the life breath of his prey will eventually surface. To meet him is to realize that you've been watched for miles by a ghost that has tracked your every vibration across a landscape of nothingness. He doesn't just exist in the Arctic. He is the shadow that the Arctic casts upon its own surface. Nature rarely crafts a machine so perfectly balanced between grace and absolute brutality. Beneath that thick, insulating fur lies a muscular structure built for a singular, devastating purpose: the strike. A single swipe of a polar bear's paw carries enough kinetic energy to decapitate a walrus, a force that transcends mere biology. This is the Bushido of the North. No wasted motion, no unnecessary sound, no hesitation. It is a one-strike law that has remained unchallenged for millennia. When he decides to break his stillness, the transition from frozen statue to lethal velocity is so instantaneous that the air itself shatters in his wake. To the polar bear, the wind is not a force of nature. It is a map of data. His sense of smell is so advanced it borders on the supernatural, capable of isolating a single heartbeat through 3 feet of solid ice from over 20 miles away. In the white expanse, you cannot hide your signature. The very air you exhale becomes a signal, a warm beacon that guides this white Ronin to your exact coordinates. He doesn't need to see your eyes to know the depth of your fear. He can smell the chemistry of your panic as it freezes mid-air. He is the tracker that never loses the signal, even when the world is buried in a blizzard. When the bear finally closes the distance, he brings the crushing weight of the winter with him. The horror of file number 21 isn't found just in the bite. It's in the system freeze that follows. As his massive weight pins his prey into the sub-zero slush, the cold acts as a secondary executioner. It slows the blood to a crawl, numbs the nervous system, and systematically uninstalls the will to survive. It is a hard shutdown delivered by the planet itself. You aren't just being hunted. You are being reclaimed by the ancient frost. The bear is simply the sentinel who stands by while your internal lights go dark. In the Arctic, silence isn't the absence of sound. It is a physical weight. As the polar bear closes the final mile, the atmosphere undergoes a shift.
That belongs to
This
a world
is
without
the quiet before the storm. A period of psychological crushing where the prey realizes the perimeter has been breached. The bear doesn't rush. He is a practitioner of Zanshin, total awareness. He moves with a rhythmic, heavy grace that seems to absorb the sound of the wind itself. You aren't just being hunted by a beast. You are being hunted by the realization that in this vast, white void, you are the only thing that doesn't belong. The silence grows louder with every step he takes toward your coordinate. Before the first strike is even landed, the bear initiates a sub-zero siege. He uses the environment as a force multiplier. By circling his target and staying just outside the range of retaliation, he forces the prey to remain in a state of high alert. while the temperature continues to drop. Every minute spent in his presence is a minute where your internal calories are burned just to stay conscious. He is waiting for system degradation, the exact moment when the cold turns your muscles into brittle glass and your reactions slow to a crawl. He isn't just a hunter. He is a siege engine waiting for your walls to crumble from the frost alone. Once the hunt is complete, the silence returns, heavier and more absolute than before. The North does not leave graves. It only leaves an archive of bone, shattered fragments, lost in a shifting, nameless landscape of white. The polar bear moves back into the heart of the storm, his massive silhouette fading until he is once again indistinguishable from the wind. He is the final guardian of the absolute zero, the living proof that in the end, the cold always claims its debt. The archive is closed. The memory is wiped clean by the snow. Nature is unpatched. Log out before the frost reaches your core.